chaos. The fabric of the star had begun to fray, its land rent by tooth and claw.
Are you all right?
I can look after myself, you know. And I've had enough of this rot. Come on!
As the chaos spread, the star seemed doomed to unravel, and yet... there were those who stood in defiance of that fate.
The hour is come, Vritra. It's all or nothing.
Will our heroes deign to play their part? You took your time.
'Tis as we feared. The respite afforded this land was but fleeting. The end draweth nigh. Secrets to tell. Take care, my friend.
So, Charlian would keep its counsel while the world is lost to ruin.
It would. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Testing, mic check. Cinnamon buns, cinnamon buns, cinnamon buns. Hello, friendos. My name is Nez, and wow, we are playing Magic the Gathering. This is the first time we've actually streamed Magic Arena. I'm just incredibly hyped, excited, because today is the launch day for the Final Fantasy collab and for Magic the Gathering on Arena. We can finally play with all of our favorite anime waifus and husbandos in my Western fantasy card game? Say it ain't so. Anyway though, I'm super excited. I had to rush my FF14 dailies like an hour ago because I realized I still haven't done them and the weeklies just reset. But the update for MTG Arena did come early. Usually it would be like an hour from now. But they pushed the update an hour earlier. It's like 2 hours earlier. Now the set's actually on time. I am so excited to play. So many different Final Fantasy characters. I have only really played 14. But through 14, because it's such a love letter to the entire franchise, I feel like I've come to appreciate the wider breadth of Final Fantasy, even through just the limited lens of 14. So even if I haven't played all the other games yet, someday, somehow, we're gonna get to them. I'm so excited. I love Final Fantasy, especially 14. I digress. And I just want to get into things. We should start getting our packs, getting our cosmetics. What is available now? Magic the Gathering. The Gathering. Final Fantasy is on Arena. Okay, claim. Give me my basic lands or 3 packs or something. Oh, ooh, free basics. Wait, these are the free full arts. Oh yeah, right. This set doesn't actually have regular basics. It has full arts, and that's it. One of each. I'm pretty sure every single FF, at least mainline FF, has gotten a full art land. So there's that. Before we open packs, so we can start a brewing for our boy, EMET-SELCH, our man, our lad, the rat man himself. Let's check out what's available. Daily deals. What is this? It's a bunch of Dark Tier stuff. Got it. Bundles. What is available? Anything new? The other full art basic lands. Wow, 12k. At least the 14 swamp is available for free. So there's that. The waste. They got the waste for 2.5. Okay. Ooh, stickers bundle. What is? Oh my god. It's alpha. It's oh my god. They got phrases. Kupo? We could Kupo our opponents as BM? Damn. Also, there's a Thornberry out to stab people as an emote. Then we got Avatar collections, Kefka, Rydia, Gilgamesh.
Explore new ways to tune into your music.
Okay, shut up for a bit. Shut up for a bit, Spotify. You're in an ad. Imagine paying for. Hold up. Let's play this while the ad runs. Ride the rhythm. What do we got? We got Sephiroth, Squall, Yuna, Tidus, Fran, Lightning, Y'shtola, Noctis. We got Clive. Who's this? Shantoto? We got a Cactuar. Thornberry, Lollyho, it's a dwarf. Stilt Skin. Got a bunch of borderless land. Oh my god! Oh my, 16k for the pack that includes Emmet. Are you? Oh! And also the one that includes Kefka. They should have just made it Villains pack. And then maybe Protagonist pack. Oh my god! The borderless woodblock. Oh, Vivi. It's Vivi. And then we got Shadowbringers, Y'shtola, Kane, Lightning, Clive, Sephiroth. Yeah. I don't have enough gold for this. We got with cosmetics. And we got the individual cards. The individual avatars. There's the Y'shtola. I think I want to grab the Cactuar one. Let's grab the Cactuar one. Give me my Cactuar one. Default, yes. Set as default. There we go. Let's grab the packs. Let's start opening. I saved up about 33k. I usually start saving for new sets the moment spoiler season starts. So I should have enough for all the brewing that I want to do. Thank you. Let's grab a few more. By a few more, I mean 20 more. Give me my gold packs. Just spend it all. I don't really do drafts, so I'm fine spending it like this. Okay, time to crack some packs, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Hold up. Which should we open first? I think we should be opening the 36 first before we open the golden packs. Crack it open. Give me EMET. Give me EMET. Let's go. Just drop the EMET in the bag. Ooh, Kefka. A Spurforos? Holy, that's going into my Brawl plans. Xenos! Yo! My friend! My husband! My enemy! Let's go! Xenos? Got Matoya, Quina, the Lunar Whale, the Branth. Oh, Pyot. Vivia's Fire Magic. Oh, we got the Squall card. Danith the Capuchin. And this weird reprint of Vayne. I mean, that's Finn. Any other FCAs that we got? At least uncommon ones? Okay, we're in the commons now. The Namuzu Trader. Fish Crate's treasure token. Yes. Got Sabbath Tender. We got the Townlands. Okay, give me EMET. Come on, dog. Don't make me craft it on its own. Give me EMET. Just drop EMET in the bag. That's not EMET, but that is a wild card. Okay. Yoshi P! Yoshi P! They made Yoshi P into a card. The motherfucker did it. Fancy control enter on tap. That's spelunking. Okay, I might also have plans to build Yoshi P sometime in the future. At least in historic Brawl. Robon! Let's go! Oh, Starting Town. I needed that. Starting Town was one of my needed crafts. I'm gonna put in a lot of decks. Yeah, I needed Starting Town. Blitzball, Dragoon's Lance. Any FCAs? Ooh! Stroke of Midnight. Memories of Nibelheim. Yo! Shadowbringers! Let's go! The art doesn't fit the actual effect, but who the fuck cares at this point? It's Shadowbringers. As Dovin's Veto, that can't really fit in an EMET-SELCH Brawl deck, but okay, whatever, sure. Light up the stage. Promise fulfilled. What else? Any other FCAs? Combat Tutorial. Quirl. Town Greeter. Paladin Arms. Oh, look at the Gubu. It's a Gubu. Laughing Mad. Minfilian, the White Orosite. Okay, we got like 16 more. Just drop EMET in the bag, bro. Drop EMET in the bag. Yoshi P, stop! Got another traveling chocobo. Stop giving me Stop giving me Yoshi P's! Yoshi P, stop spooking my pulls! Oh my god, I got Smuggler's Copter. That's cool. Bro! This motherfucker wants me a whole playset. Stop taking my slots for Emmet, bro! And then we got Sid. 14 Sid, Anima, Delivery Moogle. We got another Shadowbringers. Poo-poo. I needed a poo-poo for my Kefka deck. Brainstorm. Endwalker. Still doesn't fit the actual effect. I don't see why they used the poster for Endwalker for this. But whatever, sure. Ban is Captain Lannery Storm. Hold up. Whoa. What's going on here? Wrong one. Sorry. Let's play Return to Oblivion. Namazu Trader, Blitzball, Loporrit! We got a cute Loporrit in the set. I've already seen the entire set. Suplex! I needed Suplex for my Historic Brawl deck. Okay, we got 6 more regular packs. Come on, just drop Emmet in the bag, bro. You gotta be kidding me. I got another Kefka. And we got Winota, Joiner Forces as Bartz. And Noctis as Kenrith. You didn't get a single Emmet. My Desire Sensor triggered. Ooh, I needed a Dark Ritual. Sleep Magic, Side Quest, Ambrosia. Versus Wanderings. I still haven't done the FF11 raid series for Dawn Trail, mainly because I usually wake up in a godforsaken hour to even queue up for the Alliance raid. Unfortunately, Emmet didn't appear in our pulls. We're gonna have to craft him raw. Reveal. Show us Emmet. Give me another starting town. What is this? Spirian? Ooh, Terra! Okay, I was planning to also make a Terra deck. I will take it. I'll take it. I think I got enough mythics for the deck I want to build. Okay, so... Ooh, I also got a Nerev. Cypher, Vincent Valentine, Lindblom. Achievements. What achievements did I... What? Milestones. Open 250 pack. Wow! Okay. Let's go. Let's set our packs up. Where is my Emmet deck? So we'll take this out. That was just a placeholder. Where is my mans? Emmet. Where is Emmet? Commander. There you are. You go in here. Starting town? Where's the starting town? Drop in a starting town. Switch out the swamps for Final Fantasy swamps. And I think that should be good. What's our distribution? And it's about the same. You could have a 50-50 land and swamp set. And then we just craft the rest of these. Okay. Hold up. There is... Wait, what do you mean I can't craft? I need 4 myth... What am I... Okay. So I might... I'm short 1 mythic. Well, that's annoying. What are we gonna take out? Probably just Kitsa. I think I don't need Kitsa for now. Whoops. Where'd you go, Emmet? Where'd you go? Emmet? Disappeared. Wait, what? Where'd he go? Oh. Not collected. Then we drop you in there. Let's craft. Wait. Let's check out. Okay. So this can only be gotten through card styles. Got it. Okay. Craft. Here we go. I think the most important cards are going to be Jace. And then the Ancient one. Or is it Kitsa? I don't know. I have a few lines that make me wanna craft the Ancient one. But Kitsa is also like pretty good. Tale of Tamio. Definitely need this for our mill engine. And then I only have one mythic wild card left. Either I use it on the Ancient one or I use it on Kitsa. I feel like I want to use it on the Ancient one. There are a lot of sick lines in this deck involving the Ancient one, so I'll craft you. Then Kitsa we could just replace with, I don't know, Ramp? Anything else? What could we replace Kitsa with? Maybe just a land. How many lands do we have? We have 26. I think that's enough. Take out Kitsa. Maybe replace her with another looter. A 2-drop looter. Let's see. What can we replace her with? The 2-drop looter. Curate? Surveil 2. Fills 2 in the graveyard. Just add 1 random counter spell. Maybe I should. Just 1 random counter spell to round things out. I still haven't tested the actual deck. I've only been goldfishing it for the past weeks. Kitsa is more of a replaceable card. I just don't know what to replace her with. I think we just use maybe like another removal piece or another mill engine. Maybe just use a bat. Fuck it, just run a bat. Or maybe Cruel Somnophage. Fitting song, by the way. Could also use Feed the Cycle, but Feed the Cycle takes out cards from the graveyard, which we don't want. We want to be filling our graveyard to use our man's EMET-SELCH. Shoot the Sheriff. I think the most solid option is probably just going to be the bat. Just run the bat. Put the bat in the bag. And I think that should be it. Can we change up our... Ooh, it's Golbez. It's Golbez. Give me my Cactuar. Okay. Here we go. So, this is going to be our EMET-SELCH standard Brawl deck. For those that don't know, Brawl is a format on MTG Arena, which is kind of similar to Commander, kind of like 1v1 Commander, where you have a commander in the command zone you could build your entire deck around. In Historic Brawl, you play as a 100 card deck. In Standard Brawl, the card pool is a lot smaller and less complex. You only play with 60 cards. It is my preferred format as a not only a returning Magic player, but also a relatively new Arena player. I started like during Return to Ravnica, and then I took a long break. Recently got back into Arena half a year ago, so my library isn't that expansive yet to build a lot of decks in Historic Brawl. Standard Brawl is probably my preferred format at the moment, and this is why we're building our boy, our lad, our mans, our husband, EMET-SELCH the Unsundered in Standard Brawl. There's a lot of broken things that you could do with EMET-SELCH in more powerful formats, like blink him, loop extra turns, go for an ultra turbo combo, infinite loop with extra turns and blink spells like this. Eventually, this EMET-SELCH combo deck is what I want to build in the long term for Historic Brawl. It's a lot more powerful, a lot more control-y. However, in Standard Brawl, we're going for a more mid-range strategy. There's not a lot of strong self-mill engines available in Standard, so we gotta be putting down threats that are constantly baiting out removal, so at least we could try to use EMET-SELCH in the late game. We're gonna try to recur a lot of threats in the late game while trying to control the board and fight for board. We have a solid removal package with Cut Down, Bitter Triumph, Feed the Swarm, Go for the Throat, Quag Feast, which is also mill and removal at the same time, Edict. We have a lot of looting effects and mill effects on 2 mana that'll help us fill the graveyard as we fight for board. Likeness Looter is also technically kind of like a reanimate, where you could turn the Likeness Looter into whatever creature in the graveyard. Usually it'll turn into an Overlord, which have effects on attack, or the Ancient one. It's a surprise 8/8 flying when you reanimate it with the Likeness Looter. That's why I wanted that in the deck specifically. Nashi's also here for some extra mill. We got 2 of our only mana rocks and 2 mana rocks in Standard here. We got Kiora for even more threats, plus the discard draw. We got our mill engine, Stamio. We got a removal engine in Liliana. Relic of Legends, just because we have a lot of 2 mana legendaries, plus even more in the rest of the deck. Jace is a 1-card activator for EMET-SELCH. He is so stupidly good in this deck. While I was at least testing him, instantly fills the grave at 3 mana with 15 cards plus Jace. Scavenger Regent, I'm a big believer in Scavenger Regent. It's more of a flex card. Usually, if aggro is a problem, Scavenger Regent should be able to take care of it. I like it as a pseudo board wipe, which can get brought back from the graveyard with Overlord of the Baelmerk. I am a believer in the dragon. Shieldred's here because Shieldred's good. Urtai, removal on a stick. The Overlords, just because they're both very good in what they do, plus they also fill the graveyard while being efficient creatures. Harvester of Misery is also another pet card of mine, just like Scavenger Regent. These 2 cards are just flex slots depending on how much aggro we face. Harvester of Misery can be single target removal plus AoE removal for stuff with less than 2 toughness. Shieldred's here for more removal on a stick plus an alternate win con. River's Rebuke, board wipe. Reach the multiverse. In the late game, if we don't have enough in our graveyard to activate Emmet and start pulling things out, this can be a 1-card win condition on its own, or it could extend us into the later game, giving us inevitability to win with Emmet or whatever we even get from the multiverse. Maybe we don't even need Emmet if we reach 7 mana. And then Virtual Persistence, both a reanimation engine plus removal, early game removal. And then we got our set of lands here. I like Echoing Deeps here, just because it can probably grab some useful land in our graveyard. I don't know. And then we got a bunch of Surveil lands here to help us fill some more. We're not using much of the unconditional tapped fetch lands. I prefer the Surveil lands because they come untapped. So that's basically the deck of our mid-range. If you want to see the realistic curve that we're playing on, it's about this. Most of the time, we're probably using Harvester of Misery as a removal spell. So this is our realistic mana curve. Should be good enough with 26 lands, but sometimes the lands get milled into the graveyard, so we suffer. So we need a very lean mana curve with specific threats on them and specific stuff down. Our removal package, I preferred not to actually use any counter spells because my line of thinking is counter spells have a very limited timing window that you can use them on. But what you really want to do on your turn is not leave up mana for counter spells and actually just set up your mill engines like Tale of Damio or Stillness in Motion. Stillness in Motion is one of the strongest mill engines that we have in Standard at the moment, so you might as well just put this down instead of holding up for a counter spell. Plus, when Emmet is flipped, you can't really... The timing on the counter spells are really weird since you can only use stuff on your turn from the graveyard, so I prefer more flexible single target removal. And that is the deck for EMET-SELCH. For a standard Brawl deck. I'm so excited to play. I just want to get in. And then let's favorite this. I usually favorite my decks when they are done being built. And I'm ready to play. I'm so ready. Oh my god, I'm so excited to play, dog. Wait, where's Brawl? Brawl, standard Brawl. EMET-SELCH. Let's go. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. Oh my god. Boss fight for our first our first opponent is a boss fight. So Vivi is an expected high-powered commander that everyone has expected to be pretty good, maybe borderline broken. So either they're gonna control us or they're gonna tempo us out with aggro. I also have a Vivi list that I want to make. So far, I think this might be our best call. We have Feed the Swarm to take out Vivi eventually. But I don't know. Trial by Fire. EMET-SELCH versus Vivi Mandeville. So right now, we can't really use the Ancient one at the moment. So we'll start filling our graveyard. We want to be proactive in filling our graveyard. Removal. Get as much removal as possible so that we could fight back Vivi. So they got a Signet. Next turn, they're probably gonna combo off with Vivi. So maybe we could hold up removal. But they know we have removal now. We cannot let them combo off with Vivi. Because that would be devastating for us. I have Goldfish Vivi enough times to know that Vivi can deal a shit ton of damage. So right now, we're gonna bait them. We're gonna see what kind of deck Vivi is. We're gonna see what kind of deck Vivi is. Either they're an aggro deck or a control deck. They put down the mana rock. That doesn't really signify anything. So Vivi has 1 free mana. Vivi can do a lot with 1 free mana. So Artist Talent going down. They definitely seem like a Storm deck. Okay, here we go. So we could take out the talent, which stops them from cycling their cards. So we gotta keep controlling Vivi. I'm okay with losing the mana like this, which means we could just keep setting up. So we gotta be the threatening one because we came first. How many do we have? We have 2 cards in our grave. Putting down Kiora. As much as possible, we want to threaten Vivi. And make sure that they can't storm off. This is a boss fight. This is a trial by fire. We gotta be super aggressive. We gotta stop them from storming off. Don't have counter spells to do that. So we need the threat of... Okay, fine, thanks. I need cards in my graveyard. I don't mind if you put Kiora there. That's fine with me, dog. Ah, okay, it's a Storm deck. So we have inevitability on our side. As long as we could control Vivi long enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Honestly, many cards do we have? 3? Interesting. We are close to Breach the Multiverse. We could probably win with Breach the Multiverse. So next turn we have 5, 6 mana. We could probably fit in either Shieldred or Ancient One. I feel like it's probably too late to start using Ancient One, and we barely have 8 cards in our grave. So we'll throw away Feed the Swarm. And then just end our turn. Anyway, we could always reanimate Ancient One whenever we want it. So next turn is potentially Shieldred plus the Edict. And then if we get another land, we could just go all in on the Breach. Okay. So maybe we should have kept the Feed the Swarm to deal with the Artist Talent. So right now, let's put down Vivi. Let's put down Shieldred. Luckily, Vivi gets hit by Cut Down. So this is definitely a boss fight. Like, Vivi is way too dangerous to let Storm off. And I kinda threw away my only enchantment removal just to go all in on Breach the Multiverse. Maybe that might be the losing play. It feels like it might be the losing play. Sure. Keep cycling. Whatever burn is going to the graveyard is not going to my face, so it's fine with me. So we got 5 cards in our grave. What are you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna cycle. So it is just a Storm deck. It's a Storm deck with just Vivi and spells. I've tested that a lot. It's very fragile to removal if you don't get the timing right. Vivi right now can probably Storm off. There you go. Okay. So they're setting up the Artist Talent. They don't want to put down Vivi because we have the Edict out. It's probably also too dangerous to put down Breach the Multiverse with 3 open mana. But there was no priority there, they just passed priority. So I think next turn might be safe enough for... And also, whenever they want to draw with Artist Talent, Shieldred's gonna hit them. For 2. So if they start storming off, they're gonna take a lot of damage. Also, I think Auto Tapper kind of fucked me over because I can't cast both Shieldred's Edict and Cut Down at the same time. Auto Tapper fucked me over, not leaving up 1 black. Uh-oh. Sure. Want to draw? Oh yeah, it deals 5 instead. So they're a burn deck. They're definitely a burn deck. Just fill my graveyard, bro. Just fill my grave. Oh, thanks. I need that. Even more graveyard filling. Thank you. Don't mind if I do. Now, we don't even have to worry about Vivi hitting the field. Oh, wait, no. They have Cavern of Souls. Okay, so what can we grab out from here? What can we grab out? We have 10 cards in grave. We're close enough. Let's threaten them again. Let's threaten them again. Urtai won't work, but Kiora is good enough. Kiora will be good enough. So we fill our graveyard like these. We drop the Shores. We drop the Cut Down. I think we have enough lands. Did I already drop a land this turn? I don't think I did. As much as possible, we want to leave up mana to kill Vivi. But we drop the lands. We don't need the lands. Who needs more lands? We're fine. Plus Kiora is threatening. Kiora can start threatening them. Cut down, I think they could do enough spells to bring Vivi out of range. Thanks for letting me draw the card, dog. This really is just Vivi plus burn and cantrips. Bro, you've been holding Vivi for the combo for so long. You gonna attack or not? You're gonna drop it or storm off or not? Use a board wipe to take out Kiora? Boss fight. This is a trial by fire. I was expecting like, let's play against some mid-range and see how we do. Nope, trial by fire. Bring out Vivi as our first opponent of the day. Not gonna lie, my heart's racing actually. Let's go. Regardless, I'm having fun. The back and forth is pretty fun. Ooh, Chandra. And Chandra's gonna force our first removal. Because we're gonna have to use the Edict on Chandra. It's a good thing we kept the cut down. And also, we'll breach the multiverse. They only have 1 mana open. We'll revive Chandra as our own planeswalker. I think this is a GG. So sacrifice a planeswalker of their choice. We'll get rid of Chandra. Unless they have a spell pierce. And then we're fucked. Don't spell pierce me, please. And now we could grab Chandra for ourselves. And I think that might be the win. Okay. 1 open mana. No spell pierce. Let's go. Please no spell pierce. What is that? Why do you have priority? Thank you. And honestly, show me what's in your hand. I want to know what's in your hand, dog. Actually, we could just discard. I don't... If we discard... If I bring back Liliana, we lose our only reaction to Vivi. So I think the safest play is just to bring out the bat. And then we go with Chandra. Show me your hand. Who needs Kitsa? Got the bat. Show me your hand. Come on. You want to cast something? Show me your hand. Behind the mask, shore up. Target creature becomes an artifact. Ooh, that's a... Yeah, when you use this with Vivi, you instantly gain 4 power, so it becomes a ritual. This is just hexproof, which is fine. We could... Because we have Chandra out, we could double the cut down. So, take the mask. And then 2 mana in any colors. Exile top 5. I think we just exile the top 5. I'm down with Crag Feast. Actually, fuck. I think we fucked up. We could have put down Emmet and started popping off. It's fine. Misplays. Misplays will happen in our first game. It's fine. Misplays will happen. Fuck. Oh, that would have been a better line if we just used... You want to pop off now? You want to use the shore up to trigger Vivi? Oh my god, you're letting me do it. You cast instant sorcery. How many cards do we have left in our deck? 18. We don't want to mill more than we need to. So... cut it down. You have another counter spell? Are you gonna survive? Because we could always just... We still have Chandra's... We still haven't used Chandra's ability. Decline. Why did I leave it up? Whoopsie. We're making misplays, but we're learning how to pilot the deck. Honestly, I think it's fine to start changing the Iron Crag. We were gonna lose it regardless. Without cards, they can't pop off. So, and also, what? They only got this for like one turn. They can't really pop off that hard. So let's just exile.
There's never a bad time to improvise.
We have 12 cards left in the deck. We should win next turn. Or in the coming turns. Otherwise. Let it be land. Just have land. That's it. Just have land. Also, Auto Tapper didn't leave us black mana up. Fuck. No. Oh. Okay. Well, that's fine. Let's just be careful about getting hit. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Transform, baby! First game! Inevitability. How do we gain life? How do we gain life? Let's go! First game! Boss fight! We made a bunch of misplays just because it's our first time piloting the deck. But we won with inevitability. They were so scared of the edict. Yeah, that's one of the weaknesses I found in testing Vivi. If you go all in on just Vivi and cantrips, it's super fragile. It is a Voltron deck. You gotta find the right opportunity to use Vivi. My plan for a Vivi deck is a lot more resilient. It's going to be a tempo aggro deck. So it's not gonna be too vulnerable to just taking Vivi out because it'll have multiple threats. Going all in on the cantrip Vivi is like, if you don't have Vivi on the field, how do you plan to win, dog? Yeah. Good first game. I think that was probably the best trial by fire that we could have had with Emmet. Uh-oh, Narset. So Narset, Enlightened, Exile. Creatures you control have prowess. Whenever Narset attacks, exile target non-creature, non-land card with mana value less than her power from the graveyard. So this could be a control deck, this could be a prowess deck. It could go either way. Most of the time, it's probably gonna be a control deck which just uses... Actually, no. That's a different Narset. This might be an aggro deck, actually. So what do we have? Opponent will go first. We don't have black mana to deal with whatever they put down. However, we do have a lot of rocks. And eventually, we do have River's Rebuke. Are we gonna gamble on this? I'm gonna Conduit Pylons and then go turn 2. Arcane Signet. Give me my land. That's a land. It's not black, but it's a land. It is an aggro deck. Okay. So, how do we deal with this? Stormcatch Mentor is incredibly dangerous. We don't have mana for instants. So right now, I think we should be proactive and develop our board. We then get black. We then get our anti-aggro pieces. We're like 4 mana away from River's Rebuke. The Stormcatch Mentor is probably gonna become big enough to just go through Rona. Never mind. Just put Rona in like that. I'm just blocking so we could get Rona into the graveyard. Simple as. And now, we have the mana to deal with Narset. And then we'll hold mana up to go for the throat. Hello, Charo. You're thinking of buying gems for the Mastery Pass? Are you also incredibly hyped for the FF collab. Uh-oh, they're storming off. Uh-oh. Okay, so then they didn't go for Narset this time. So just leaving the Stormcatch Mentor out here. While there's a Lava Spur Boots and the Drake Hatcher is dangerous. So they can still equip the Lava Spur Boots. They just out-tempoed us. It is what it is. If we survive long enough, we could River's Rebuke. I didn't personally get the Mastery Pass myself. Because I don't really value the Mastery Pass cosmetics that much anymore. You get the Mastery Pass for like 15 pre-order, and then you get 20. You get 20 packs. Not all are going to be from the actual set itself. Next mana will have Rebuke, so we'll let them put down everything while we set up our graveyard. Ah, it didn't hit the double land, so we could continue. The first game with the Vivi was really nice, though. Okay, so there's Narset. We could buy us some time. We could buy some time with the Rebuke. We could also squeeze in an Iron Crag. Get off my field. You can't miss out on the Chocobos. Chocobos in this set are very cute. They're landfall. I don't know if I plan to build a Choco. Oh my god, Corey Steel Cutter. Oh my god, Brask Forge. Help, I'm getting standard. I'm getting standard in the head. Well, it is what it is. We face against an aggro deck. We didn't pull any of our board wipes. Oh, there's my board wipe. Except there's only one monk on the field. That's annoying. How many cards do we have in the grave? We have 11. We set down Emmet right now. And then go for Overlord of the Baelmerk. We should have enough for... We should have enough. If Emmet can survive the cycle, we should be able to... Should we discard? Did we already put down a land? I forgot. Did I put down a land? Whatever. Keep the land. I did. We can still save up mana to keep Emmet up. So now, I think, because they have a lot of creatures they want to put down, we just grab the Regent out. Regent is our board wipe. This is why I believe in the Scavengers Regent. For this specific interaction, which I discovered in my Glarb deck, that Overlord can pull out a board wipe from the grave. They're not removing Emmet, which means we'll have the inevitability on our side. They only have one red available, and they have... I think we'll survive this. If we could survive this one attack, I think we win. You attacking? You attacking? I got Overlord. And Emmet blocking. You attacking? If this one mystery card is a blue spell, they could bump up the monks too. They're not attacking. Inevitability, baby! Let's go! Honestly? We could just cast Rebuke right now. We don't even need to use Scavenger. We could just cast the Rebuke right now. Yeah, just cast it. Commit. Back to your hand. Put that thing back where it came from, also help me. Inevitability, baby! What up? Let's see. What do we use? First of all, let's fill our graveyard for more options. What do we pick? What do we pick? Doesn't really matter what we pick. Doesn't matter. It's shielded. Shielder goes back in the hand. And then damage. Bang. Bang. I think we could go for... Let's just put Kiora out. Kiora can add more legendaries on the field for Relic of Legends to use. Decline. I have enough lands in my graveyard to reuse. I'm okay. And we could probably also put in Rona. Actually, honestly, maybe Hades might be a better blocker, so I don't want to use Rona. End turn. Hades has that inevitability. Okay. Want to use Narset now? You want to put the boots now? Doesn't have trample. You can give it trample. You can make it a 6/6. Oh, she could do that. Oh, this is what I get for not respecting Narset. I'm fine with this. No. Take 6. Casual 6. It's not like you have any defensive spells in hand. It's fine. Narset only has like 4. Easy shielded, by the way. What's the plan here? Easy shielded. Not like you can use protection spells to defend yourself from shielded. Inevitability, baby! EMET-SELCH is as good as I thought he would be. We won against the Vivi. We won against the Narset. I'm so happy that EMET-SELCH is as good as I thought he would be. He's a lot more broken in historic Brawl, where you could actually turbo mill into infinite turns. But as a mid-range option that adds inevitability to a Dimir mid-range deck, holy shit. Those games were great. I'm so happy about Emmet. I'm so happy he's my first build. I just realized Flo is playing. We're out here being violent and sending things into the Shadow Realm, into the Void, with Emmet while Flo is playing. I'm just happy. I'm so giddy, dog. But I next plan to build is probably Vivi. Because, you know, why not? Okay, so we have a green deck, a mid-range green deck. That's gonna ramp straight into Nissa. So I think this hand is pretty good, just a solid pick. We got removal, we got shielded. We could just curve out into Emmet. Oh, yeah, okay, we could curve out into Emmet. We got removal on 2, we got Emmet on 3, shielded on 4. We could also go Urtai on 4. Also pretty good. Starting town. Put down a mana dork, please. That's a mana dork. Thank you. To the Void you go. Get sundered. Oh my god, we got Liliana. I think that might be worth. Just for... I think this might be better than just straight up using Emmet. But Emmet sticking... Liliana's better off as a surprise. So they don't know that we have a removal engine. So Emmet is better off. I think we could drop a land. The near prelude. So next turn, they probably want to go straight into Nissa if they don't have anything to ramp off of. Right now, we just want to control the pace of the game. We want to take out whatever they have. And then we could leave mana up just to use Picklock Prankster. I feel like... Urtai is also one of our only answers to Nissa. Liliana can't hit Nissa. I want to keep the land just to make sure we could play something next turn. So we're going to drop the Shieldred. Okay, they want to put down the Beanstalk before they put down Nissa. Which means we could leave up Urtai for Nissa when they come down. Armored Scrap Gorger. Let's mill. Ooh, a bat. Normally it'd be like, oh, that's a whiff. We didn't get any instant or sorcery from that. That's fine. We put cards in the graveyard. All according to plan, by the way. We want to make sure we make a land drop next turn. They probably want to go into Nissa next turn to start putting down shit because they put down the Beanstalk. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Honestly, we could just tempo them out with the Liliana and then the Rona. I think that might be better off. Either way, we have Urtai when they put down Liliana. So I'm okay with them getting one activation. The sooner we have Liliana on the board,
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
the more time we get to actually... Oh wait, this is a problem. Whoopsie. We could drop the land. We don't need the land. Who needs lands? We could just grab the lands from our graveyard, right? Who needs lands? Okay. We need Urtai. Urtai's staying. And once we're out of cards in our hand, we could just use Liliana for free. You don't need to sacrifice cards in our hand. That's fine. It's fine. You only make a 5/5. It's okay. Ooh, Ancient One. So we're gonna use this first. So we could draw and tap. Well, that's an easier answer than Nissa. It's a way easier answer than Nissa that allows us to fit in the Ancient One. Honestly, it's so much better. I don't want to give them any more cards since they already have Beanstalk on the field. Honestly, this is a better plan. This is a better plan. We have enough cards to kill Nissa. Mill, you go. Then we put down the Ancient One as an 8/8. And since we have an empty hand, we can make them discard. And then we'll leave up the Ancient One to defend Nissa. I mean, Liliana. I've been goldfishing this deck for 3 weeks, guys. I'm so happy it works out. I'm so happy it's working out. Ooh, Gaslam. It's fine. You want to attack Nissa? I mean, Liliana? Problem is, we're kind of getting out-ramped. They're summoning big, scary things, and I don't like it. So, they're definitely the threatening one. Just doing that to fill the grave. So we have multiple plans of attack here. Problem is, they have a district mascot, so making them sacrifice something is pretty bad. We have 13 cards in our grave. We only need one more. We could either keep the island, put down, or we try to hedge our luck. Illusion of choice, by the way. It's the illusion of choice. So if they don't have removal for Emmet next turn, we sort of win. Making them sacrifice the district mascot isn't really that useful. So we'll make them discard a card.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Never mind, they discarded the Cityscape Leveler. That's a problem. Put down the Prankster. So Emmet or Liliana is most likely going to die. They're probably not gonna let Emmet transform. They're just gonna use... If they have a land, they're still missing one... Never mind, they have a land. They're gonna use the Unearth to bring the motherfucker out and destroy Emmet or Liliana. Does this get haste? Yeah, they're gonna use it. Well, what are you destroying? It has to be Emmet, right? Oh, they're attacking. Yeah, okay. Bum, 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 bum. But we do have inevitability, so that's okay with me. Not really blocking. You're just attacking. Cityscape Leveler will disappear. Bang.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Bum, bum, bum. That should be the last time they use Cityscape Leveler. It'll exile itself. So we'll just use this to cycle our hand. And then put something in the graveyard. Didn't need that island. Didn't need that thing anyway. Target player mills equal to its value. There's nothing. The land. That's also a land. You know what else is a land? Virtual Persistence. I don't think they have any more removal. So either we go with Virtue of Persistence. Well, how is that gonna help us? It only gives us a few options. The best option really is just to go. Hold that point. And then we put down Emmet. Put this down. Bang. Keep discarding. And then they have 6. I don't think they have enough to use. Oh, what is that? 4. It's 9. It's 7. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh wait, no. I don't think they have enough mana to ultimate Nissa. My math could be wrong. But if Emmett's... Okay, I think we lost. I think we lost. We got out big boyed.
Mine is the power.
We got out big boyed.
Eons.
That's gonna be a problem. It is what it is. They have too much card draw. The Ancient One is just being our line of defense. Our singular line of defense. Next turn, they could probably kill us by ultimating Nissa. Yeah, I think we're fucked. Ooh. Whatever. Yeah, we're kind of fucked. They're gonna ultimate Nissa. They're gonna draw a bunch of cards to make sure they meet the land. They're gonna give everything 7/7 plus trample. It is a GG. You concede. It is what it is. We got big boy down. I'm not one to disparage a green player. They play fair magic. They play fairly. Respect. Respect the green players. Ramp is fair. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. How would that have gone better? I'm trying to see where else we could have improved with any of the lines that we did. Either way, if we put down the Virtue of Persistence, it would have gotten exiled by Ugin. Although, the Ancient One has been kind of carrying us where it mattered. Being a big, beefy 8/8 for 2. People still brewing. The set just came out. People are finaling their fantasies. They're finalizing their fantasy decks. Kaito! Ninjas. Tempo Ninjas. We go first. I think this is pretty alright. Yeah, Temple into Island into our Mill Engine, and then we could go into Ancient One. I'm fine with this. Echoing Deeps could actually come in untapped. Ooh, Relic of Legends. I don't think... Actually, no. The reason why I put Relic of Legends in this deck, because we do have a lot of 2-drop legendaries. And as much as possible, I think we want to race to ramping out River's Rebuke. And the Ancient One can become a mana dork if he's not activated. Oh, never mind. It's Tiny Bones. It's a Teeny Bones. Fuck me. Oh, if we put down our Mill Engine, Teeny Bones is gonna take our stuff. that sucks. You hard countered me with teeny bones. Well, shit. What we gonna do? Okay. We gotta be slick about it. We gotta be slick about it. We just gotta silently ramp into 6-man. Never mind. They're taking my River's Rebuke. Playing on the draw, by the way? Playing on the draw? What are you taking? Signet? The Stillness? Bro, you want me to use Stillness. You could take something from my graveyard. That's why you have Teeny Bones. Okay, fine. Sure, I guess. Right now, I don't want to reveal that I have only another island. I'm just putting this down just because I don't want to reveal anything. Honestly, we could go for a little draw. We're kind of in desperation mode. Can they cast this with... I mean, cast non-land permanent. Can they cast the adventure side of this? I have no idea. Well, whatever. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. Teeny Bones is annoying. I'm willing to let Emmet die for Teeny Bones' sins. Never mind, he got withered. Got withered away. Anyway, we can use Virtual Persistence to take out Tiny Bones. The main culprit of my problems is Tiny Bones. I just need Tiny Bones out of the way. I don't mind not having my mill engine. I have a whole other game plan that can do without milling my deck. But our ancient one is still kind of it. It's still just kind of standing there menacingly. We didn't get to set up our mill engine before he got stolen by a bat. Don't have any lands. Although, the spicy play would be Ancient One, discard the River's Rebuke, activate Ancient One, and start attacking. Big balls play. Probably not the best play. Best play is probably still just setting up the River's Rebuke tempo swing. Give me a removal. Wow, Long River's Bull. Oh, you have a bunch of board wipes too, huh? Give me that counter spell. Not gonna... Oh, never mind. Fuck. I made a mistake. Never mind. It wouldn't have mattered. Because if I took nowhere to run, they could still take the bat. They just drew another removal spell, so it's fine. They're saving the River's Rebuke. They're saving the Long River's Bull to counter the River's Rebuke. We're not really getting threatened that hard. Whew. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This thing. Do we put down Shieldred or Emmet? Honestly, give me back. Praetor. Either you give up your card advantage engine or you give me my rat back. Give me my stillness and motion back. You want any of these? Sacrifice your advantage engine or give me my engine back. Choose. Pick one. Pick one. Pick one. They don't want to give me my engine back. Anyway, they could kill Shieldred. I was full controlling to see if I could cast Emmet. Never mind. It's fine. One more card into the graveyard. They only got board wipes left, plus a dragon. A big dragon. Grab the cards in the hand anyway.
Your playground now online. Bet 88 has over 1,500.
Fuck up Spotify for a bit. Okay, so What's our plan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have a counter spell. They can counter anything that we do, actually. So honestly, I think we just... Considering they can't even deal with the Ancient one... Hold up. Oh, they can't deal with the Ancient one. They're holding up mana for the Ancient one. They think... Okay. They think we're gonna use a River's Rebuke, but I could always... Nope, I can't really recur the River's Rebuke. Discard this. Make me mill, boy. Yeah, but... I thought I would reach 8. I forgore. I can't do math. I forgore. Well, unfortunate. Per 1 off. And they can now draw a bunch of cards. I think it's Jover. Holding up the counter spell mana, which I can't even fight off with Cavern of Souls with Emmet. I think it's Jover. I still have another board wipe in my own deck. Help! Help! That's not my board wipe. Okay. Concede! We got out-tempoed. They took my mill engine. They countered me with a turn 1 Teeny Bones, making me not play my mill engine. It was a wash. Not much I can do about that. They already pushed me back so far. I was basically doing nothing for the first few turns. Instead of setting up the mill engine, but Teeny Bones was there being a fucking threat, taking things out of the grave. Teeny Bones! Tiny motherfucker. They put FF blurbs on the loading screen? Liliana, Dreadhorde General. This is probably a sacrifice control deck or a mid-range deck, Aristocrats deck. Either way, they're sacrificing things. We're going second. Breach is not good to have with a bunch of 4 drops and 5 drops. Mulligan, please. That's better. They're just ramping. So right now, I just want to know what's in their hand. I want to set up Nashi. Problem is, I don't know if he could get in safely. Okay, so we got control. It's a control deck. So, non-outlaw creature. Does that matter? Wizards. Ninja. Ninja is not an outlaw. So either way, I think we just take Nowhere to Run. I don't know. So this is just a mono black control deck. It's fine. So they use that. The reason why I got Nowhere to Run is when they use the more relevant spell, at least that's one spell that won't be able to hit Emmet. And they don't seem to have a lot of planeswalker removal, actually. So we might be free to just put down Jace right here. Either we put down Jace or we put down Tamio, Tale of Tamio. But I think Jace is a lot faster. Surely they don't have any more. We'll pay 2. Just in case they still have Planeswalker removal, we'll stick Jace onto the field just to bait out removal. Like that. All you have is removal, my guy. So with the what do you call that? With the edict there, we definitely probably have, with all this removal, we probably have no way to stick Emmet longer than a single turn. Let's see. Nashi, you're kind of slow at this point. The problem with facing the control matchup is that control decks have better inevitability. We have to be aggressive. However, this is all removal. I don't have any... Why do you use the nowhere to run? On... Do you think we're a control deck? He thinks we're a control deck. So Liliana and Blasphemous Edict are just out there. Honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is this? 6. They have 6 mana. They can Liliana next turn. We'll hold up mana so we could go Edict into Malcolm. We don't have lands anymore. So we gotta play at instant speed. Stop after combat? Pass at the end. My turn. Let's attack first. Let's get rid of that. We have no lands. Unfortunate. So they want to bring Liliana out. They're gonna make us sacrifice the Ancient One. We're gonna bait them. They're gonna put Liliana out, then we could Edict it. And then we could... Hopefully... Never mind, they're just using the regular Edict. It's fine, you're filling my graveyard, it's okay. It's all part of the plan. My lands, though, are not... My lands not appearing are not part of the plan. Thank you. I knew that. They have 12 cards in grave. They have way too much removal. Oh! Okay. We're heading straight into Breach mana, actually. Honestly. Keep it. So next turn we Rebuke. And then next turn hopefully we get a land. And then we could Breach. And that might be our win condition. Okay, Liliana. Sure. Fill my graveyard, dog. That's all I want. That's all I want in my life. Sacrifice a planeswalker. I'm doing this instead of waiting for the Rebuke. Just so that they could get the tax and we take their ramp out away. Ramp them out. Say goodbye to your rocks. Next turn if we get a land, I think we can win. Maybe. So now we've slowed them down a turn. Putting down the Annex again. That's a land. Fill it up, baby. What do we have? Vraskas, Maha, Alkazots. I feel like the most effective play would be Overlord just to fill up our hand again. We choose Overlord. And then we get... They have a lot of creature removal. So... They don't have a lot of creatures. So we just have to threaten them. And this... Will this turn into... Return tap under its owner's control. They get a land if they kill Alkazots. They do have creatures. I'm taking Vraska. We're gonna draw a card. Did I put down a land? I have no idea. I think I did. We did. Okay. Next turn. Next turn we could probably just use Temple of Deceit, so I'm willing to throw this away. And then... Target creature. Target creature. This is my win condition now. Do you have any more planeswalker removal? What is this? Blast Zone? I don't want to give you that. You could always just use Nowhere to Run. I just use the Overlord for... What do you call that? Card draw. You put down Liliana again. Ruin Scar Demon. You're gonna get removal, aren't you? We're getting out-controlled. We can't stick Emmet because we have no counter spells. Yeah, okay. I'm done. I'm done. They got too much advantage with Yanix. We're losing to the decks that are just the normal pre-existing commanders that people have already optimized. They're not playing anything new. They're like, we're gonna farm all these new brews. First game with Vivi is pretty great though. Sometimes it is what it is. You face removal tribal, and they just remove everything. It is what it is. How much you do about that? You could have gotten the Ruin Scar Demon instead of... Oh, okay. Yuna. Finally, another new commander. What we got? It is an Enchantress commander. We're gonna do a lot of enchantment shenanigans. I'm down with this setup. Cut down's okay. Most early game mana dorks should be in cut down range. You could skip turn 1 and 2 just to lay out a cut down. Put down an elf. Please don't. Don't put down an elf. Okay, tap land. Then, since we're being aggressive, we could also just go with Kiora. We could Tale of Tameo later. Oh, baby. Okay. Dragonfire. What is this? Artifacts. What? Artifacts, Yuna. Bro? Where are the enchantments, dog? Dragonfire Blade. What? How do we discard? What do we discard? I want to keep Rebuke. We want to keep one land. One mana. The Relic. We're probably going to go into the Relic. So we probably either lose the Relic or... I don't know. I don't even know if they have mana dorks. They use the Signet. Anyway, we could always Rebuke them. Throw away the cut down. If they had a mana dork, they would have put it down instead of the Signet. Signet, you could use it. You could refund the mana. Yeah, the Tortoise wouldn't have gotten it either way. What enchantments do they have? They have Spelunking. Okay. We're not gonna let them fill the graveyard with any more things, so we're just gonna get rid of the Tortoise. Letting them fill the graveyard some more with more enchantments to bring out with Yuna is too scary. Next turn, we have River's Rebuke mana because we could get Kiora out. And then, if we could find a way to discard another card aside from the 4 we mill with Overlord, I think we're golden. That's shielded. So they don't really have anything in the graveyard. Not really that. I want to save Rebuke until we actually see them putting shit down. How do Finality counters work again? If it leaves, Finality counter. If it leaves, if it would go to the graveyard, it loses a Finality counter. Okay, got it. I think we just fill the grave. Just go ahead and fill the grave. Oh, never mind. We hit the 4. Wait, how many cards do we have? We have exactly 8 cards in the grave. Bang. Take action. I don't care if we're sacrificing Kiora. We got our value. We just replaced Kiora with a big octopus. And then we still have Rebuke mana. As long as I don't have anything scary in their graveyard, it's fine. Ooh, lifelink. Ooh, scary. Dragon Fireblade. Esper Origins. That's a... Oh, that's not something you could actually reanimate. It's a sorcery first. Oh, you can reanimate the ramp. All you're getting is ramp. Not really scary if you're not summoning anything with her. What? Bro? Do they have... Do they have a combat trick? I don't know what enchantments would want a combat trick. What? Wait, did they... Is that on purpose? Or am I getting baited? Oh, okay. That was a mistake. They were like, oh, I made a mistake. Okay, they have Encroaching Dragonstorm. They're ramping a lot. Nothing really scary. Not really scary. Hey, yo. Oh my god, we're hitting the triple. How many is that? 15? Exactly what we need. So we founding the third path. They might have the 1 instant speed X-proof enchantment. Either way, I'm gonna try it. Still have Rebuke. Rebuke is our panic button. Also, we have a big octopus hitting them in the face. I'm okay if they just grab Emmet. I would like a land, actually. We don't need Jace anymore. Because we have way too many cards in our graveyard. We could always let Jace loose. Hitting the land drops is way more important at this stage. They have all the mana they could need. If they have like the world whatever saga that lets them put down 2 permanents from their hand, maybe that could swing them back. The world spell. We're saving the Rebuke for something extra dangerous. Like that! Like that! That's extra dangerous!
Can't get enough of your song of the moment? Download and indulge in the tracks you love over and over again with Spotify Premium. Tune into the show and ad-free music listening experience where you can play your favorite.
Unfortunately, these are gonna go straight into Exile, which is fine. Target player mills 4 cards. I don't want to mill them. Milling them is a bad idea. It's fine. Okay. So what do we go about? Where's my lands? I think we go with a swamp. We could actually go for... This is indestructible. I don't have any enchantments that can deal with it specifically. However, we could wait until all of them get summoned and then we use Harvester of Misery. Or we just hit them in the face with 14 damage. Fuck that. 14 damage in the face. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Nashi has Menace. Oh, wait, no. Let's hit first. Hit first. 3. And then... I don't want to bring Kiora out. GG, baby! Inevitability! They just hard cast the Knights of the Round. So while I was brewing my own summon list for Brawl, I was kinda going back and forth whether Yuna or Terra would be a better commander. Yuna's more of a reanimator. The problem is in green and white, you don't have a lot of cards to discard cards from your hand if your summons get stuck in them. So you can't reanimate them. You have to rely on self-mill if you're only in green and white when it comes to Yuna. So the Knights of the Round got stuck in their hand. Save the Rebuke for an emergency. I'm enjoying my Emmet deck. We're learning how to pilot it better. Also achievements. Give me a guarantee. A red! No takebacks. Standard Brawl, let's keep playing. So far, I think that's our first win against an actual green mid-range deck. The other Nissa deck ran us over. This Reanimator deck, they got stuck with their big summon in their hand. You probably don't even need the Knights of Round. You could just go with the Overlords. Overlord of the Mistmores might be the only thing you need as a reanimate win condition. Getting stuck with an 8-drop in your hand feels really bad. Uh-oh. Mega Control deck, we're going second. And they're probably gonna exile shit. Oh no. Oh, this is unfortunate. We could go turn 1 Island, turn 2 Echoing Deeps. And then we'll use Malcolm to search up a land, and then we could double Mana Rock on turn 3. That might be the best play. Going for Inevitability versus a control deck seems pretty bad. We just want to be aggressive, especially going second. We should just summon Malcolm. Malcolm is a win condition on their own. Problem is we don't have any black. We don't have the double black needed for Shieldred. That's another blue that's not a black that I need. What are you doing? Stop, cease, desist. Okay, they tapped out. Okay, we have enough lands. Question is, do we want to put anything in the graveyard? Let's hit first. That's another land. We have too many lands. Restless Reef is going to be very important. We probably want to keep the Fabled Passage just so we could get more swamps on play. So right now our only untapped land is Echoing Deeps. We're gonna decline. Honestly, maybe we don't even need to go straight into the Iron Crag. We just go and start milling. I need my Rebuke back. I'm gonna need that. If we could get Malcolm... Uh-oh. Okay. There goes my looter. So right now, pretty slow. They're gonna have, what? Potentially 6 mana next turn. Can't summon. I think we just go with putting Shieldred out. Just to threaten them. Threaten them to use removal on creatures that are not named EMET-SELCH. So we just gotta be aggressive. You made a wild Chocobo deck? Dang. How's it going? It's not attack. I eventually also want to make a Chocobo deck with Choco. Problem is, in Standard Brawl, there's not a lot of good banned birds. You really have to make it an historic brawl. There goes my Shieldred. Okay, next turn, they're bringing out Kaya. I don't want them to take Emmet, which is annoying. We don't have any counter spells. And most of my removals is just creature removal. Either way, it's not like they can flip Emmet. Wait, never mind. Copies can also flip. My bad. Copies can flip. Oh, you're not gonna try to copy Emmet? Okay, sure. What do you want to copy? The Archaeologist? Fine. Yeah, we have a bad matchup versus control. Also, I accidentally left Emmet into the thing because I thought I was declining the Iron Crag. There goes Emmet. I think that might be the loss. Either way, this is a bad matchup. It's a bad matchup to have with no counter spells. Yeah, okay, I'm not continuing this. Let's go. I know when I have been bested. And when I outplay myself by putting my commander graveyard. We go again. Long ago, powerful mechanical beings called the Fal'Cie created the floating world of Cocoon, the utopia in which humans thrived and prospered under their rule. However, when a Fal'Cie from Grand Pulse, the feared lower world, is discovered in the myths, the government of Cocoon orders a purge to banish all those who came in contact with it. Final Fantasy VIII. Wait, no, 13. Great. Removal Tribal! At least they're sending stuff to my graveyard. And they have the oh my god, they're going first. They're going first. We're gonna lose 2 cards to them. Okay. At least we have Planeswalker removal. Oh, you're gonna make me throw away my Regent? In front of my Basta? That's way better. I don't know where we could sneak in the Founding. Yeah, we can't really sneak in the Founding anywhere. Never mind, we can. So what? Next turn, they put down Liliana. If we put down Rona, they're gonna delete it. However, it lines us up for Founding plus Bitter Triumph. And then potentially something else. We're just baiting them out with Rona so they don't use the discard. Or not, they're just going for the Annex. They don't respect the Rona. Or cut down. They are cut down. Cut down. Okay. Got it. They still haven't used any of their Planeswalker removal. So this might be horrible for us.
Enough with the mystery.
First one to Liliana.
I can't drop it.
We'll drop the Breach. When and where are we gonna cast the Breach? Okay. Sure.
No more distractions. I'm tired of your secrets.
I don't want to give them any more cards with Urtai. Plus, we're not guaranteed that we even get an extra land. Problem is, the Annex is running away with the game. So, we're going to do this. We're going to control them with our own Liliana. I'm going to cast this.
Whatever. Luck favors the foolish, after all.
And we're gonna keep controlling them. We have no more cards in our hand. And at least with Liliana out, we could neutralize the card draw they get from Annex. Never mind, they have a demon. But we could always just get rid of the demon. Like so. Get rid of the demon.
friends has to leave.
And then we could always recur some stuff. Which is more important? Putting the starting town down to meet land drops? We only have 9 cards in our graveyard. I feel like keeping the Harvester just as a threat is way more important. We'll find a land somewhere. We'll find a land somewhere. We can summon Liliana again. We have inevitability with Emmet. Even with 5 mana. 5 mana is still enough to get Emmet out and running. Problem is, Liliana's a discard. Is a removal engine. Ooh, tail. May cast a copy. It's not for free. So they have 7 mana. They could cast Liliana again next turn. Honestly, we're getting outvalued by... We're getting outvalued by the Annex. We could destroy the Annex, which might be the play. Fuck the Annex. I don't mind if you make me discard. I don't mind if you make me discard. As long as we get rid of your cards.
Drop it.
That's a board wipe. And my Liliana is still up on tempo.
You won't be outside.
So, as long as I don't remove their Liliana,
Drop it.
they could always recast Liliana again. We'll make them have it. They have no way to deal with my Liliana. So we're just waiting until we could get Emmet up. They have no more removal. My Liliana's up on tempo. 2 more turns, we can ult her. Anything they summon is just going to get killed by my Liliana. I think we've checkmated them. Which is why I said Restless Reef was going to be the key card in this matchup. Okay, you're going aggro in my face, dog. Stop. Cease, desist. We put down Emmet. They're just gonna use Liliana to kill Emmet. So we should just head face. And then we ult. Make them choose between their lands. Why'd you throw that away? I had nothing in my... Bro? Brother, why'd you throw that away? Why'd you throw that away, dude? What is this? You have 40 cards in your deck? Nah. I'm heading straight to your face. Do I want to do this now? Nah. Let's wait. Let's wait. It's not like they could do anything.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Never mind. Should have used it.
Interested in dying today. We all have things we'd rather.
But I'm just hitting you in the face, my guy. I'm hitting you in the face. Hope you have the last creature removal. If you don't draw an instant creature removal, you're dead. Well, that's a creature. That is a creature. But we have Death Touch. This has Death Touch. Bum, bum, bum. Also, Nashi has Menace. bum, bum, banana, bum, banana, bum, bum. We could win with just Nashi. Never mind. Wait, no. We can. They're gonna... If they get baited with the ult, I think... No, never mind. The ult was supposed to be my bait. It's a land. Now we have more creatures than they could get rid of. And we could just turn the likeness looter to anything. Unless they get more removal. Come on, dog. It wouldn't be like that. GG, good game. What do we have in our grave? What do we have? What's 2 damage? Overlord? Earth Eye? Let's go for Overlord. 5. GG, baby! Oh, the Liliana tempo game. We outplayed them with the Liliana tempo game. You think you're the discard deck? You discarded your own board wipe to make me discard nothing? Bro, if they didn't discard the board wipe, I think they would have won. They discarded their own board wipe. Actually, no. I would have made them discard the board wipe regardless, so I think it didn't matter. It probably did not matter. This is why it's important to have a contingency plan if Emmet does not transform. You just outvalue them. Waiting for opponent. Oh my god, it's Teferi. If we don't go first, I'm insta-conceding because I'm not playing this game. Okay, maybe this is playable. Maybe this is playable. We're not afraid. I'm a brave lad. I don't know how many creatures they're gonna have. I don't think they're gonna have many. No spell pierce. Thank you. Signet. Ooh, Relic of Legends. Exactly what I needed at this trying time. The control matchup is tough. Especially if you have no counter spells to fight them on the stack. They're just gonna play on the stack. They're gonna draw go. I feel like I just want to put Shieldred down. Next turn, they probably wanted the Teferi. Gonna draw go, you piece of shit. Oh! Huh. Alright. Wizard? Wizard! Yeah! Now we don't have to worry. Fuck this shit. Wizard battle. There's nothing in standard Brawl. I think the bird. The avian. That could still catch Emmet on the stack. Uncounterable wizard. Easy. Easy stick. Ooh, Fabled Passage. That's an extra card in the graveyard. And if they want to use Teferi, we have Edict. Cards we have in our grave, 7. Wanna make a fish? Okay. Making a fish. Put down Teferi. Sure. It's a big tempo player losing. Give up your planeswalker. Sorry about that. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. Teferi can eat shit. We have 11 cards turning into... Emmet will not trigger until there's 14 cards in the graveyard. So even if we have Stillness in Motion out, unless we have 14 before Stillness activates, it's not gonna matter. Get more black. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could attack. Because we have Relic of Legends, we could actually counter Teferi. Even with all of our legendaries, so let's just attack first. Ooh, a Feed the Swarm. Get rid of land. We're gonna find a land somewhere else. We need to leave mana up for Cavern of Souls, so they probably won't see the Earth Eye coming. So we're one card off. We're one card off from transforming Emmet. Also, draw cards, lose life. Thanks, Shieldred. I'm gonna miss Shieldred when she rotates out in a couple months. A lot of mono black cheap removal in standard is gonna rotate out and is gonna make so many decks worse. Keep drawing cards, baby. You know you want to. The monk is kinda scary. Kinda? I think we want to save Earth Eye till the last minute, just so we have removal and or protection for Emmet. So we're gonna miss timing on the Stillness in Motion. I don't think they have any enchantments that we need to deal with. So you don't have mana value. Come on. Come on. Okay. If we attack with Shieldred, they're gonna trade off with these two. And I think as long as we could get Emmet out, we're golden. So they really want to draw cards as Teferi. Shieldred being here on the field is more annoying to them than it is just to throw her into the two bodies. So I'm fine with not attacking. I have inevitability. You have counter spells. That's right. Lose your life, gain your card, draw your cards, do whatever. As long as we could protect Emmet for this singular turn, I think... Oh my god, we win. We win. Inevitability time. Oh my god! The perfect song! The perfect song to start! Brother! Brother, you think I care? Actually, no. We're just gonna delete you. No blocks. Brother, you think I care? Stack this. Inevitability? Get ready. What do I have? What do I have? What do I have? Starting town, grotto, plaza. So we could protect Emmet on their turn. Need the swarm. Honestly, I just want to hit them in the face. I don't care what they have. I just want to hit them in the face. So, fuck it, we ball. Pay 3 life. I just want to hit him in the fucking face. Shadowbringers, baby. And Shieldred is gonna lose them life. Let's go! Oh my god, inevitability. Let's fucking go, dog. The perfect song came up. Hades, Sorcerer of Eld. I'm so satisfied with this deck. It's got its bad matchups for sure. However, look at all these cards. I love Emmett's card, dog. I really want to build him as a turbo combo deck now for Historic Brawl. Historic Brawl, you could do so much more broken shit with Emmet with much more powerful mill engines. By turn 6, you could infinite turn loop with Temporal Manipulation plus Essence Flux. You blink Hades back to Emmet while both the combo pieces are on the stack, so they could hit the graveyard so you could continue the loop forever. Oh my god, Hades is such a fun card. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Emmet is so good. I'm so happy. Anyway, I think I'm satisfied with this many games with Emmet. You really want to build Brawl decks, but you wish there was a deck builder? A deck builder to help you out? Or a deck template? What do you mean by deck builder? Like to test out cards? I usually just use Mox Field just to test out Brawl decks. And then goldfish them. But yeah, Historic Brawl itself is a high investment format. It's also very high powered. You gotta deal with shit like Mana Drain, Dark Ritual, a deck builder to help out. Oh yeah, there's that too. Building a 100 card deck is pretty complex alone. It speaks for itself. You gotta think about how much ramp you want, how much removal you want. Generally, what I do is I try to take commander principles and distill them down to 1v1. Like, it helps out that there are commander templates that people use for 100 card decks. And depending on what kind of deck you have, you focus on a lot more things like removal or ramp. Like with this Emmet deck, it focuses mostly on the mill engines, the blink protection, removal, and board wipes. And then we have a few win conditions like the extra turn spells. For my Apotsec deck, which is my only Historic Brawl deck, it took me months of playing starting out MTG Arena to make my Apotsec deck, and at this point I'm happy with it. It doesn't have a lot of removal. It has like around 12 single target removal, not including on creatures, and the curve looks kind of fucked, but it pans out pretty nicely. You have a lot of 1-drops. You need to know what your plan is. If your commander's on 3, you need a lot of 1-drops so you could make your commander go down by 2. And then, because Apotsec wants a lot of 4 costs and up, you want to fill it with a lot of creatures at 4, just so you could begin the chain of pulling creatures out of your deck. And you can also like bring in like constructed principles into it. Like in 60 card formats, it's a lot easier because just pretend that you're doing a constructed deck, like with dinosaurs. You go with 4 Llanowar elves, maybe 4 other mana dorks on 2 mana, and then your big beaters on 3 and 4. And then you apply the same principles to a Brawl deck, like my Roxanne deck. It has 8 mana dorks, it has 4 early game removal, it has a bunch of 3s, some 4s, some 5s, and very few top end. And then you just multiply it by an extra 40 cards for Historic Brawl. Right now you're just playing with your Chocobo deck. Have fun. I'm happy with the Final Fantasy collab. I eventually want to make my own Chocobo deck. Problem is, as I said, in Standard Brawl, not a lot of good birds to build around in banned colors. So it might be a Historic Brawl deck. Or you could just play it in, I don't know, unranked Standard. You play Chocobos there. Either way, that was our test run of my EMET-SELCH deck. It is a fair mid-range deck. There's nothing unfair about it aside from Emmet providing inevitability in the end game. There are more broken things we could do with Emmet, but here in Standard Brawl, we gotta play it a little fair. So it's mostly removal, mostly mill engines, and a bunch of high-value creatures and removal on sticks. I'm very happy about Emmet. I love that he turned out really good. Anyway, I think that'll be that for this short premiere stream of our first MTG Arena stream. I don't usually stream MTG Arena just because it's my comfort game. I don't want to turn it into content, nor do I want to constantly be I don't want to constantly be on camera when I play MTG Arena because sometimes it's kind of salty. Sometimes it gets kind of sweaty. You get tilted. It's my comfort game. I decided to stream today just because I wanted to be there for the release, the digital release of the Final Fantasy collab for MTG. Thank everyone who stopped by, chilled out in chat, used us as second monitor content, and watched us brew our EMET-SELCH Standard Brawl deck. On Thursday, we'll be back with some more Arc Knights. We're going to be reading through the story of the most recent event on Global, and then on Saturday, we're going to be playing EX stages for Arc Knights. On Sunday, more MonsterCon. And next week, I'm probably gonna set aside some time to do the role quest in FF14. But once again, my name is Nez, and thanks for watching. I'm gonna see you friendos on Thursday. Bye-bye.